we're going to do some yoga lying down. It's a great way to wind down at the end of the day, though you can do it at any other time of the day as well. All you need is a space on the floor, a mat if you've got one, or you can do it in bed as well. We're going to get started. You can have your eyes open or you can have your eyes closed. And just settle into a comfortable position. If you need props, feel free to put some pillows or some blankets under your knees. Make sure your head and your neck are comfortable. And just take a moment to relax. Feel your body sinking into the floor. And taking a moment to notice where your body is touching the floor. Remembering to breathe. And if you'd like to take a few more moments to settle in, feel free to pause and come back to the video when you're ready. But if you're ready now, join me in lifting your right leg and just gently pulling that right leg towards your chest. There's no need to force anything. Just gently putting a little bit of pressure to bring that knee to your chest before letting it go and dropping your leg back to the ground. Taking a moment to notice the difference between your legs before lifting the left leg up to your chest and gently putting a little bit of pressure on that leg. Gently moving that knee towards your chest. And if anything hurts or if anything's uncomfortable, take a step back, let it go, and join us for the next part of this exercise. Letting that knee go, noticing how your legs feel, whether there are any differences. Next, we're going to scooch over a little bit, lifting our legs up and flexing the feet. So flexing your toes towards your nose and flexing those calves. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you can always keep your legs down and just flexing your toes while they're resting, while your legs are resting on the ground. But if it feels comfortable, lifting your legs, letting gravity put that pressure on your body, and taking some time to flex and point your feet, your toes, maybe even making some circles. Again, you can be doing this with your legs on the ground as well. Taking some time to move your feet and to flex those feet. Next, we're going to move into what's called a figure of four. So you bend, let's start with the right. You bend your right and move your left, like in a figure of four, onto your knee. And gently hold on to the back of that right leg. If you're quite flexible, you can start to gently pull that leg towards you. You'll feel a stretch in your hip on the left side. If this doesn't feel comfortable, skip it. If you've got any hip problems, this is probably a good part of the exercise to skip. You can also hold on to your knee if that feels okay. Then switching so that your left knee is bent, your right knee is on top of your left knee, or your right foot, should I say, and gently pulling that leg towards you. You'll feel the stretch on the right side. And again, if this feels uncomfortable, if it hurts, just skip this one. Then letting this one go. Moving your feet to the ground, keeping a bend in your leg. We're going to do some spinal twists. We'll start going over to the left, gently letting your knees drop down to the ground. See if you can try and keep your shoulders on the ground as much as you can. If this is uncomfortable, you can put some pillows under your knees if the stretch is too intense. If you would like a deeper stretch, you can cross your legs. That'll put the stretch more into your back. Again, if you would like to take more time, feel free to pause. But for now, we're going to move on to the other side. So feet on the ground, hips width apart, and just gently letting them fall over to the right side, keeping your shoulders as much as possible on the ground. And again, if you'd like a deeper stretch, crossing those legs so that your left leg is on top of the right. And again, you can put pillows or blocks under your knees if the stretch is too intense, or sometimes I'll even just put my hand there. Before coming back to the middle. Sometimes your pelvis will have shifted from side to side, so always come back to the middle. Next, we're going to put our feet together and let our knees fall out to the sides. If this is too much, put pillows. I don't have any close by, but prop your knees up so that you can comfortably relax into this part of the exercise. I sometimes find it really helpful to have a hand on my heart and a hand on my belly. That can really ground me. So just taking a moment to feel that stretch in your legs. Don't force anything. If it's too much or if it's uncomfortable, prop those knees up. We want to gently wind down, not force the body. Taking a couple of deep breaths. And the last exercise for today, you can either do against a wall. I'm going to be using a chair, so I'm just going to pull myself up and bring a chair over. So what we're going to do, if you're by the wall, scooch as close to the wall as you can so that your butt is touching the wall. And if you're, again, by the wall, you can just have your legs up the wall. But if you're going to use a chair, gently rest your legs on the chair. Arms by your side. And just let your body relax. Having your feet above your head is a great way to rebalance your body. Taking a few deep breaths as you're lying here. And you can either stay with your feet up against the wall or on the chair, or if you prefer, sort that out of the way, you can just lie on down, have a little wiggle, really let everything relax. into corpse pose or dead man's pose or shavasana. A moment to come back to yourself. And you can stay here for as long as you'd like. You might even, if you're in bed and about to go to sleep, just stay here until you fall asleep.